so this all seems to be working. Who's streaming? Certain copyrighted. Sure. Hardcore mode. No, never mind. Detective mode? Yeah, I might come back to that one. Oh, there's that. Hey, Wildbo. Sorry, just playing around with all the options and such. Essentially, yeah, I know some really big picture stuff, like it's a murder mystery, and like, yeah, that honestly, that's about it. I don't even know how to put into words the other stuff I think I know, so I probably don't know it very well. Okay. Select an archetype. I can be a thinker, sensitive, or physical. I don't think I'm going to be physical. Thinker speaks to me. Or I can create my own. What does that look like? Do I have to... Right, okay. Wait, could I just go from here? Oh god, no. Well, no, undo. So... Yeah, It's interesting. It's like, do you lean into who you think you are, or do you... Like, for instance, if I don't think I'm that intellectual in real life, boosting my intellect in the game will cover any gaps that I might not be covering in solving the mystery. Motorics. I don't think that's a word. I think I'm gonna leave physique at like a... I'll leave it at a 1 for now. Hmm. I mean, if I'm getting in fights, I think I'm doing something wrong. I'll be a nerd. Oh. Oh, God. Okay. So wait, I have to pick one of these to be my signature skill. Or wait, how many? Just one. Ah, yes. Thank you for pointing that out. I would have missed it. I'm confused what these... Oh, it boosts everything in this thing up by 1. Interesting. Okay, so... Pure rationalists... That doesn't sound like me. Trivia freaks... Well, that isn't me, but I'd like it to be. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I can see this. Drama would be fun to lean into, I think. What did Ruben pick? Just so I can make sure I don't pick that. Ooh, conceptualization could be fun. I don't think so. Okay. Suggestion. Oh, okay. Now I can see why people You did Inland Empire. Okay, that one there. I can see why people are already planning their second playthroughs of this game when they're only halfway through the first. Like, there's a lot. This is so many options. Okay. Oh, I'm kind of tempted to lean into Psyche more, but if that's what Ruben did, I won't do that. The non-suicidal. That's ominous. So these are all, yeah, none of these particularly interest me. I might do a physical run in the future, maybe. Oh, okay, like Poker Face. Okay. Okay. Oh, I did kind of misunderstand what Motorix was. I had it much more as just like flat dexterity, but there's more to it than that. Yeah, see, honestly, I kind of had the whole thing written off as hand-eye coordination. Whereas things like composure, savoir-faire, God, I'm probably not saying that right, but those are... The fact that these all... It looks like I can level some of these up too, so that's going to be interesting. I wonder how that works. I think I have to go for drama. That's just going to be fun. Right? Yeah, grace and poise is a nice way of putting it. Okay, let's see how we go. Maybe I want to change this character a bit in. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. If deep enough, can drown. Okay.
There is nothing, only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it, no larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
There's a character just called Ancient Reptilian Brain. This is more sci-fi than a. It's more sci-fi than I thought.
Ever. Never, ever.
Interesting. Oh, so white is selected. Okay, that threw me for a loop. What do these buttons do? Did this start a poll on Twitch? It's meant to. Okay. What does this button do? Hold on, let me get the Twitch stream open so I can see these. Yeah, sorry, I turned on the Twitch integration. I'm kind of trying it out right now. Okay, this just has like an infinite timer. Oh, okay. I think I will keep on not
An
existing.
inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No
Yeah.
ex-wives are contained within it.
Interesting. How you doing? Yeah, this is great.
Yes, it is.
Okay, now you just gotta force me into this. Got it.
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat
This is
surrounding
wild.
you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
So this is my body talking to me. Okay. Yeah. Uh. Oh, I think I gotta move forward a bit.
Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
Oh, I do like saying Allons-y. I feel like the text is pushing me in a direction.
Alright, nothing town to fuck all borough. Not you. Your days of giving a shit and being that type of animal are over.
I mean, eventually I have to get out of here, right?
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the soul,
Oh, okay.
bloated man meet around you. A sensation.
I'm finally free.
Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Is that the same voice actor doing a different voice? I honestly can't tell. I'm like 50-50. Yeah, I was thinking that as well, Wildboat. Oh, I've always... It would have been conscience. Is how I would have said it. Help, someone cut my head off. It's trying to murder the rest of me.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Somehow, you know what it is. A caprice Canadian motor carriage.
Wait, what? What is a Capri Kinema motor carriage? Okay. What? I'm not sure I understand what I succeeded at, but okay. Oh boy. This art style is very, like, grungy and dirty. Okay, wait, so I can put pants on? Yeah. Okay, put that on. What's this?
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Ah, thank you. Sure.
It says whirling in rags on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Well, not the door to the bathroom. That looks like it's already taken care of. Hold tab to highlight. Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. What's this? Oh, shirt. You want my jacket. That's good.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Was this not the same Elo that founds empires and lays waste to cities, virile, uncaring towards the little things? Probably not, no. Hot water sprays from the faucet's base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the vague impression of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Hey, hold on. I'm going to try doing one of these polls again. I want to see how it works. Has this done anything? Oh god, I'm watching an ad. Oh, yeah, I'll do it for the next one. Oh no, there we go. Oh, we're getting votes. Woo! So yeah, honestly, I'm gonna go with really nothing because, like, so do I just have full on
Really?
amnesia? I suppose it
All
makes sense
recollection
story
of
wise.
the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror.
Oh god.
Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
So is this like tabletop RPG sort of successes? Like I'm rolling dice? Can I see the dice being rolled somehow? It just feels like it's happening without me knowing. Like, do I just not see the ones that I fail, I guess?
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
Oh no.
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin. Behold, you have no idea who this thing is, do you? Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. Oh my God. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
God, it's leading into the superstardom. That must be my drama, I assume.
might have been 10 years ago is little more than a cadaverous spasm now.
Oh. Here we go. Okay. That does line up with the statistics I've been getting. So, because it's encyclopedia, I have a +5. Yes. Oh, 18. God, you'd have to build yourself to pass that track. Let's try it.
It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species.
Okay. So, set in this decade or 100 years or whatever ahead, there's some sort of revolution that happened? Or is that. Okay.
Things were
It's a
good.
communist country?
It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened.
Yeah.
For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume le Million.
Okay.
If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
Oh, it's between these two. I'm definitely just like fishing for info.
Some 20-odd years. There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression. Looking good on you, or anyone. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic.
Yeah, I can see that, Wilbo. Okay, I'm going to try one more of these things now that I might be able to do it. Oh, gosh, that's cool. So I just click that. Okay, then. Interesting. What did this do? Oh, so I can, like, improve things. Okay.
The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume le Million's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head. Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains. You have some understanding of the near history of disco. The rest is darkness. Aside from the useless fact that the motor carriage outside was a caprice canema.
Yeah, I've already been told that. Okay.
It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne cork smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
I don't think I'm ever going to pass this check, so I might as well just try it now, right? I assume the reason that it's still here is because I could come back later. But that's not going to happen. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use this meditation thing anymore. It seems broken. Okay, I'm going to try this.
It's too late. Like an image on film,
I failed.
the expression
Oh, I did all right.
belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Okay. Well, I don't think I'm ever going to get that stat to the point where it's going to make much of a difference. What's this here? Nothing? Oh, that's a bit morbid. Do I want the tie? How do I look without it? Kind of disheveled. Okay, let's grab the tie.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
What happens if I don't manage to grab the tie?
You reach out to grab the tie, but what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you.
What? Why am I that hungover?
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw.
Am I having a heart attack?
Yeah. Screaming isn't happening on account of extreme
Oh
shortness
no!
of breath. You're just making it worse. Oh God, it's painful. All you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We
Oh,
all
God.
do. It gets so dark. You don't even see her face. Like you always thought you would. You only see pain and fear.
Oh, I only have 1 HP. And it cost me 1 HP to reach up for a necktie.
Cop suffers final heart attack.
What?
A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker.
I mean,
I'd
that
ever
tracks.
met.
That
Captain
tracks.
Ptolemy Price,
Oh,
the
good
deceased
game.
superior officer, commented, "That ain't easy on the ticket."
See you all at the game club.
He loved his liquor, sure.
It's got to be some
Said
sort
it
of
did
speed run
just
record.
inflame friend and colleague. But I think before he ever had a heart attack, his heart was broken. According to an official statement given by the RCM, the officer was on the brink of solving a murder case.
I definitely was not on the brink of solving any murder case. Oh, are you serious? I just have to like fully start again? Oh, okay. Time to start again. Oh, so this was... Oh, they're randomly. Okay. Well, I'm just going to go for the same... Okay. I could have sworn I had more last time. No? Oh, Ruben almost did the same thing. Yeah, I'm going for at least 2 of everything now. I've learnt this lesson. I think I'm good with this. I could have sworn last time I had 1, 3... Oh, these must have both been 3s. Okay, and I'm going to go for drama again. I was having fun with that before I just died. Do I have to re-go through everything now?
There is nothing.
Oh, man.
Ever, never, ever. Never, ever. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is only
An awareness creeps up on you. I must.
ex-love. Alright, nothing town to fuck all, brah. Do you want me to upgrade that? The Song of Death, like a fly to the ointment. Your conscience sticks to it.
The stench of liquor rises from your a fiery
Somehow, you know what it is.
Okay, cool. Speedrun strats. This must be a terrible game to speedrun. Like, that would be taking all the fun out of it. Okay, I'm going to start with this tie then.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tie. You reach out to grab the tie. But what's this? This is bad. Feels like sharp stuff for quite a lot. Still ongoing. Finally, the pressure recedes. You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying. The blades come squeaking to a halt.
Oh,
It should be easier to reach the tie
dumbass.
now.
Stop the fan. They did that on purpose. They put it as, oh, that's genius game design.
You swoop up and catch the tie.
Oh yeah, now
Snap.
there's an 11.
It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous thick tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your eyes burn with photosensitivity. It's not good.
Okay, so it was tab to highlight everything. Okay, I like this. Take it. Take.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but not more likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture.
That's a pretty wide range.
You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist.
Okay.
Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend. Congratulations, you smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. You mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it?
Yes.
This person also forced the drinks on you.
I don't
The
need
window agrees. Its cracked smile is cold and sparkly.
Okay, let's speed run this mirror part. Because I still want that info about
A mirror hangs
Kilo
of hot
or
water.
whatever.
Suddenly, you realize as you slow abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there. Behold, you have no idea who this thing is. Whatever it is, please stop. It's horrible. Oh my God, what does it even mean? You should check yourself for a pulse. You find no sign of life on your swollen neck.
Didn't get 5
However,
experience last
putting
time.
your hand on your chest reveals an irregular
Why am I
heartbeat.
getting experience for some
You appear
things?
to be alive for now.
Is it when I lean into stuff? Sorry, bubbles hanging around my head. Oh yeah. Okay, no. I know what you mean. That's back at the bathtub. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can get this again.
It belongs in the
Hey.
new, the 3rd decade of the current. Things were good. Forever shot. If it doesn't draw out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, it doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and it's too late.
Yeah. Okay.
Like an image on film.
Figure I may as well go for the
expression.
For success.
belongs to you. You hear a jingle. Key, it says, whirling in rags on the aluminium.
I got those last time. Shirt. Keep right clicking to move, which I think is from Age of Empires. Actually, let's get the bottle. Is that all? Okay, I got a shoe. I think that's everything. Get out of here. Oh, rich. I'm rich. What's this? Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, yeah, I can go get my shoe. Yes. Look who's getting their life back together. This guy.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet, like two baby crocodiles. Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Oh, I'll take it.
Hello, officer.
Year is 51. Gosh, okay. This looks too modern for 1951. So is it set in the future? Let's talk to this.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Okay.
A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
Oh, I'm loving the writing in this.
No.
The young woman shakes her head slowly. Officer, could be an artistic statement. You're already prone to those.
No. You're a police officer, sir. I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less. I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Yep, that checks out. I don't think she's
You
lying
have
to
no
me.
doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something.
So, okay, this is interesting. If I fail this check, do I not get to do the other options? Like, let's find out. Like, I'm wondering if failing means I have to pick something else, or if failing just means I get a shit version of this one.
The words have already left your mouth.
Oh, that was a pretty good roll. Oh, no, no. Now I'm committed to this. Looking god awful. Oh, okay. Let's do it.
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on. Say it again.
Confidence is key.
No. You see, that's not what you said. You said...
Yeah, that's
Come
fair.
on, man. Freddy, please. One more time. Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cop are you?
I'm the sorry cop.
Don't be. It was funny. And anyway, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit about any of it?
Oh. Wow, I can't believe you're the one bringing down the mood.
So what if you
I
can't pull
suppose I
grade
brought
A
it up
pussy
first.
anymore? There are other things in life. More meaningful, more fitting for a man your age. This is Fata Morgana. One thing, though. It's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me. And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
That checks out. Oh, an autosave. Okay, good. Oh, can I take it? Oh, God, I can't knock on a door, can I?
The door is closed. There is no answer.
That's fair.
You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere, a tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
Oh, sure. Now we're just talking about real life.
The door does not care. Still no answer. Still nothing. Still nothing. Still nothing.
Okay, fine.
This door can only be opened with a key.
Okay, I'll move on. Harass that poor woman enough. Oh, gosh. Oh, man, this art style. It's just dirty. There's a thought in the bar to the bottom right. Okay. Here.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul. Utterly. And it needs to be heard through a PA system by other people. You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there.
Yeah.
It'll come to you.
Yeah.
You will wreak havoc with it.
I'm a natural
Don't
improvisation. As I just demonstrated. No,
Serves
lamentation.
them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your... You have to find something tragic to sing first, though. Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and...
Okay. So if I can find a sad song, I get to do karaoke. And that's like a side quest. Okay.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager. I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in. She just, you know.
His eyes dart from left to right, This man isn't lying, but he is hiding something.
Ooh.
So now you're a cop. Oh, forget it.
Yeah, fair.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it.
Oh,
Looks
good luck
like
with
the
that.
bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall.
Oh boy, was that me?
This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now.
Ooh.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Okay. Oh, oh, okay. Oh, that's a fun detail. Okay. Oh, there is actually a time. Oh, fun. Okay. Money. I can't get that money.
Hello, sweetie.
The cryptozoologist? What?
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Oh,
Hello, sweet. You shouldn't keep.
you're boring. Your husband sounds much more interesting. How do I do a stats check? This? Is this what you're after, Ruben? These are my adjusted stats. The first run did not serve, so I had to change my strategy.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Oh, I need them.
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
I don't know, that's debatable.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens.
So am I done in here now? Oh no, one more. Summer door closed to the winter. Is that a thing? Summer doors?
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like as you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
Oh, yep, totally.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Shit. Oh, come on, please. Please, please, please. Oh, no, oh, interesting. Okay, wait, so... This is a red check. It cannot be retried, sure. But I get a -1, despite the fact that my conceptualization is a 6. Because I'm partial to officer. What's powering that? Is that like drama? Okay. Well, I'll lean into it. It feels like the game wants me to do that.
Very well, officer. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right?
Uh-huh.
It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Oh, fuck, I totally haven't, have I?
Sure. But did you take it down from the tree?
Oh, is this guy, like, gonna be my partner? Do I lie to him?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, he's giving me nothing. Uh,
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
son of a bitch.
Completely. Does that mean you took the body down from the tree?
God damn it.
So, the body is still in the tree.
Yes,
This
fine.
is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Thanks, empathy.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back.
Citizens Militia.
I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is, he's not from the rat squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things.
No need for derogatory terms. They're only doing their job. Yes,
I'm just gonna continue to be a dumbass around this guy. He clearly already hates me.
they are not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West.
I do.
I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job. You mean you don't have a badge? Oh, if you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You would need to report it on my shortwave. But since you do have it, we can go straight to the task at hand. Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
Okay.
After you, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Well, I don't think he'll like that.
Yes? What do you want to know? No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was a... Yes, it just so happens there's a beautiful blonde 19-year-old woman at the heart of this case. A rich one, in fact. Part of the
Whoa.
murder sex cult.
That took a turn.
The weary tone is the surest indicator that the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
Okay. Fuck you.
Actually, it does have to be murder. This is a murder investigation.
It can still be an otherworldly sex mystery in your head with a dark twist, even.
Yeah.
He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist. Don't get right into it. Sit on it a bit. Then hit him with it.
Good.
Yeah. Let's just move forward.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Hey, hey.
Mr. Gart, right? You're right.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
Fantastic.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her
Oh, he
duties.
loves mentioning that.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
Didn't you say 3 before?
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
Why would we have thought that?
I didn't imply that. Detective.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions. His face expresses profound doubt in your having this.
That's fair. That's
Ask
fair.
him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use in the more sinister ones, not vice versa.
Okay.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through. Haven't you asked me that already? What is it with you and this woman? She has nothing to do with this. Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Thank you.
Wait, what? No, but I haven't asked him. You can't tell me to save the question for last.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
Number 1 would be quite fun considering the bullshit I pulled upstairs.
What?
Oh my god.
Is that so? Mr. Feminist?
Wait, so what's a thought?
You've gained a thought.
Oh.
When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
Oh, neat. I'm actually really glad I did that stupid shit now.
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
That's
This
fair.
is it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they, if he doesn't know?
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching. The locals, the customers, the people who eat here, a lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her. I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
Well, that doesn't feel right.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send a message. What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
The
Fine.
lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
Let's go.
Not so fast, Mr. Feminist. You owe me 130 real.
Is that a lot?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
No, you don't owe me street cred. You owe me money. You owe this establishment 130 real. What are you, a philosopher? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really. Yes, it is. No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real. Yes, it is.
Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have?
It does, doesn't it?
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to... Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130. I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away. Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them.
Good luck.
Okay.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. Why did you say that?
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place? A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Okay, so is this thoughts? Yeah, okay. Oh, it says up here. wait. Why would I want this if it just gives me a bad thing? That's fun. Okay. Do that one later. Oh wait, or can I do both? Cool. Go away. How did I get out again? Through the front door, I assume. Oh, what? Come back.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long, attaboy. It's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there, not thinking about drinking all that time. It was like you weren't yourself. Forget about the bar. Or don't forget about it. You should totally calmly. The lieutenant looks out of the window, then to you, licking the tasty rum stain off the counter, then out of the window again.
What are you doing? We should move.
You could definitely go for some more. The titillating scent of alcohol.
Oh, yeah, this game is fun. So I'm looking for a hole in a fence.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all. Of course. What can I help you with? Of course. Where to? Oh, that.
She's relieved someone has come for it. Finally.
What do you mean? Yes, sir. District of Martinez.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
No problem. Me? I am just a gardener. I am pleased to meet you too, officer. Excuse me? Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just okay. Of course. I won't hold you back.
Well, I like that I move fast.
Welcome to Rivachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
What?
Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Rivachol.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually my job to make sure you behave.
Yeah.
I would...
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
I haven't learned anything I didn't know before.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Whatever you say, officers. It's about biological determinism, natural law, the
Oh.
sorting of the races.
I don't like this guy.
Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep. I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books, huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved.
Oh my
even
God.
if some people don't want to accept it.
Oh, this is about to be a
People
second
who
murder.
studied these things said that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that. Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority. This concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant. The damn kips are showing up good lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other intruder species too.
Cultural victory? What is this then?
It's what the kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses. And the others too, on the radio. Heard any chance? It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races.
God.
Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race. Don't push your luck, runt.
Yay. Now, I've just realized I was going east, not west. My poor sense of direction fails me again. Oh my God. Can you hear me? Where is this goddamn body?
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime. This felt
Oh,
wrong.
come on.
Wrong like touching your sister's breast. You threw your sister's breast.
What?
Mon Dieu! Good job, officer. That was an excellent throw. What are you talking about? You just executed a pretty much perfect pétanque throw.
What?
How are you ever going to get the officer's shit off your
Yeah,
nose,
okay.
Gaston?
Good.
Or even climb out of his ass? Right. Was the demonstration it? Or do you still need something from us, officer?
Yes, officer. What do we need from this gentleman?
Yeah, that was more fun than succeeding, I think.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar. I do. Fire from heavy artillery. Why what? Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse.
Jesus.
You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home. Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose the name to feel special. Senseless sentimentality. Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't so, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first. Yes, the military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta. This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that.
God,
They're the
okay.
lesser evil. Yes, damn it. I know. They laid the fire of hell. The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstance.
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
This seems like it'll get me good
I'm
favor.
sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frisel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
Okay, so Guillaume's a king?
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. This is just what the commies wanted. This was the plan all along. A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frisel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Some manner of self-deceit is present in his thinking. Sounds like this Guillaume abandoned him, and he doesn't want to admit it.
Damn Frisel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay. The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire. Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. In Martinez, the Union is the law. So can you really... Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
Okay. So there's much more of a communist power in this area. And that's why there's not many cops, because we're the enforcement arm of the capitalist part of the coalition.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
Is it though?
I'm confident they are indispensable in regard to all the paperwork and other administrative duties. I am merely stating that nature, in her infinite wisdom, has made remaining headstrong, making tough decisions on the spot, or even tackling physical obstacles are a few examples of such challenges. I don't want to get into this argument with a police officer. Let's just say that in the last 82 years, I have repeatedly seen my beliefs confirmed in full.
Yeah, I bet you have.
All you observe is
Aw,
a veteran
come on.
refusing to let go of the past.
It's like my
and his
second
old uniform.
double 5
This is not
failure.
uncommon.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabineers in service of Frissel the...
Don't you mean Frissel the...
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was...
There's something you missed. You will get to it. Don't worry. As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they... Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop. Dick mine. Salam Rocky Baye. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera. Lights. With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
I'm amazed at how it actually feels like every decision I'm making matters. Having really only played Telltale's games as like visual novels that have gone for more than an hour, yeah, like it's weird that this stuff actually matters. So what do I get out of internalizing this thought? Because oh wait, temporary research bonus. Yeah, exactly. The Telltale games at best would give you like two options that didn't fundamentally change anything. It'd be like, oh, you can kill character A and character B, but whichever one survived would just slot into essentially the same role for the rest of the story. It's pointless. What do you mean thoughts mature? I suppose I'll find out. This one has much lower research time. That's nice. Okay, so... Oh. Wait. Thought.
Son, you've really let yourself go. It's a disgrace. But Coach Physical Instrument is going to get you back in prime condition, even if it takes 1,000,000 push-ups. It's going to take blood, sweat, piss, and tears. But when I'm done with you, boy, you will be a master athlete. When a man sets his mind and body on something and gives his 110%, he is sometimes... Behold, world. Here walks a sportsman, hands choked and hair kept back with a...
I am the Homo Athleticus. So there must be some sort of limit on thoughts, otherwise why wouldn't I take that? Yeah, okay. Well, I won't investigate the physicality. So is the body up here? Yeah, okay, there's the broken fence. Wait, isn't there... Oh, okay, I see. So it starts off bad, but if I keep investing in it, it Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, why is this kid? Oh, is he throwing rocks at the body?
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked.
Well, yeah, I left it here for 3 days. I mean, that's not a huge shock.
Maybe more than 12. No, 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in 1. Standard work boot. 2. Standard work boot.
Oh, I hope I don't
3.
need to remember this.
Hobnailed. 4. Standard work boot. You don't know. It's a miracle. 5. Another step. 6. An aberration. Impossible to tell. You're not bad. It's as if the whole world dark. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot. 8. And yet another standard work boot.
How many? I was pretty off then. I counted 20. I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary? $200? Could it be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up?
That makes
Let's
sense.
say a heavily built worker.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Well, yeah.
From here, the boot the victim wears.
It's bad. Very bad. Before you can heave, the wind changes direction again.
He appears to be wearing some kind of armored boots. I can't see any exotic prints here. Someone had to carry him. Wind keeps changing. Are any of the prints deep enough in your opinion? Which ones? I don't know. Are you sure? I could swear you're lying to me.
It would take more subterfuge to trick the lieutenant.
Possibly, yes. Interesting. Let's name it the Old Soul. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor.
Ooh, good
Or
thought.
maybe a drummer? No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for it. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
He doesn't seem to hear you. Looking south toward the traffic.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. A woman or a kid? Understood. Anything else? A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller.
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last one.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion...
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was kept. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the...
Okay.
Kuno's got this.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, nappa comfy, Kuno.
Oh. Over there.
Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like 2 black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Hold on.
you by the Kuno. I'll talk, pig. She's coming up strong, throwing rocks. Don't be traumatizing her.
That is more fun, isn't it? It's such an over-the-top delivery.
I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Oh.
Yeah, Kuno, ride the lightning, Kuno.
Kuno's riding it, see?
I love how she's called Kuno S.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener. Fuck no. Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit. The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got. Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
The usual being, have you seen anything out of the ordinary? Or have you seen anything suspicious?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking...
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
Looks like you're a faggoty now, whatever that means. The suspicious question doesn't really work in antagonistic situations.
Kuno's fuck gimp. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno's not a snitch, that's all. Trying to make the Kuno sing into the... Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
The city's too large for him to have left, but he wasn't here either. So where was he?
I don't know. Some fucking... Mesk or I don't know. Some other place.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. You're testing Kuno's patience.
Get lost,
Right, pig? This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno's Kuno, pig? The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person?
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you. Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help!
Jesus.
He's got the Kuno, help! Yeah? Get out of here before the Kuno beats the shit out of you.
Yeah, that's right. Drag your fat ass out of here.
Fine! Go
Oh,
fuck
no.
off the Kuno. We alright?
Yeah, got so much magnesium. Okay.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
Here we go.
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expect.
Ah, okay. Thanks for the tip.
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach, your body, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it. It's not pity. You should wipe your mouth after vomiting. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. There is Frit nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't... There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Ooh, okay.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Wait, we're not going to take it down? Yes, I'm rich.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Come on.
Because there's a
Yes.
secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, so I've got to come back. Okay.
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Got him.
What is this then? A tool shed?
Yeah, we're investigating. I need to get a map. I'm never going to remember these place names until I get a map.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine.
Oh,
Sweet
God.
amphetamine.
Hey, it's the reason this game was banned in Australia.
The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
It's just so tempting to take the worst option.
No. I'm just a regular detective, thank you very much.
Nerd.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to pay off that debt in no time. Ooh. Oh, okay. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. a dead end.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here.
Oh, ooh, maybe I can zoom out.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether... Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows the wind is aggressive up here? The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. Then he turns back to the sad piece of fabric flapping in the wind.
What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They're bound to have information, or it could be that we are just exploring.
This is a white check. Let me retry it. Okay.
Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way. You could have died there. Shit, 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 shit. I'm failing you.
Hey! What happened? I understand. We can always come back when you are feeling better.
Okay. Oh, I can zoom out. This is almost too far. They do? Oh gosh, I haven't even looked at my equipment. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Come on, get up there. Okay, so...
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing. No one has claimed it for their own.
No, okay, I actually need to level it up before... Okay, it's good to know. I'll put them back on. I feel like I'll get looks if I walk around in my underwear. So, okay, I'm trying to break into the industrial place now. I mean, there's a lot of places I can go. This game's a little overwhelming in how many options I have. I talk to US.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in. I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? What are you trying to pull, pig?
Murder was the case they gave me.
I'll have to get up to that bird box. Cool.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, "Whirling in rags." The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of...
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags.
Oh, that's boring. Okay, I think we're done here. Oh, I need to get it back, apparently.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. I know, sir. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Books? Postcards? Easy. Even a kid would know all of this.
Yes, that's exactly it. You got it, sir. What about board games? Okay, sir. This was all very enlightening. Can I help you with anything else?
I'm getting condescended at by a young child. This is great.
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
Oh, God.
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store.
Oh, that's tragically adorable.
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life.
Oh,
You succeed.
gosh.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Ooh.
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived.
Oh, we've got
here,
places
sir.
like that in my
That they
town.
all go... I wouldn't really say it like that, but I guess so.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here.
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir.
Do you want to buy the postcard I picked up a minute ago?
Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's
Ooh.
there.
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing. No such thing.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir? Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead. No, sir, I can't. It would be too tiring to refrain from it. It's already tiring enough to remember to say it all the time. It's nice of you to say I could stop, though. That's a friendly enough face, most of the time. Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals. It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of like a puzzle, where you can guess who the criminal is,
or how the good guys are going to catch him. You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
She looks at Dick Mullen, frowning.
We all have to grow up sometime, Annette.
He isn't even drawn right. She examines the picture, trying to find whatever is wrong with it. She then shrugs and puts the book aside.
Sure you can, sir. He's just a fictional character. He'll be no match for you. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books. It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir. That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life. Not in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and it happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly. Like during those are unhappy books, for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end. These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that. Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting.
Oh, Annette's already a better writer than half of the self-published Amazon books.
I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum. I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though. No, I don't know. Yes, she knows books, definitely.
What was that? An idea for an unfinished novel stuck somewhere in your forebrain?
Maybe some about other books? Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists. I think that's why people read them, to find the...
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
But it does make the famous people more famous. Why would they do that, sir? That's so cool. Maybe they'll make you a book cover picture and everything. Standing over a dead body, holding a gun.
Please, please give me this.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
What do you mean, sir?
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them.
Oh my god, have I actually stumbled on something?
The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest. She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded? Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't. It was okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
You're quite sober.
I like Annette.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
I sure hope you are, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early. There's something you're missing. Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Wait, what?
Yes, I stand in this spot all the time. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir, telling people about being a star or something. I don't really understand who those stars are. Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you. Yeah, but you don't have party eyes anymore.
Okay, yes, I've been on hard drugs.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too. Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy. Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
I didn't know I had to do that. I guess we can change the subject, sir. I didn't mean to bring you down.
Some kind of superstar.
Oh, I got a thing.
They say the world isn't ready for a rock and roll cop. No one wants their state monopoly on violence to be mixed with celebrity worship. They claim to know it would be dangerous for detectives to rise to the ranks of demigods and have sexual encounters with barely legal cover girls. It would be insane, they say. To all this, you say, fuck off and die, in a cool voice. You people have no idea how good these cops are gonna get. They're gonna crack 20 cases a day. In the future, cops will be like astrophysicists, or prime ministers, or prophets. And you're the first one.
Oh my god, this is fantastic. So wait, what's this doing? Okay. Oh, the superstar thing gives me dialogue options. Oh my god, this game has so much. No wonder the voice acting thing was a 15 gigabyte update. Where should I go? Yeah, honestly, I'm glad we waited for this. This is a lot more fun with voice acting. Ooh.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname. The faded marks are too degraded to draw any forensic. They look pretty ancient.
Where?
It's clearly from the war, right?
There? Those are old. These bullets were fired during the revolution.
Yeah.
Over half a century ago. They do not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Shall we go?
Ooh, is that a bag? I do need a bag. Oh yeah. Wait, so this guy doesn't have full conversations? Lame.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Probably some kids.
The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks a thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards.
That little shit.
That's Kuno on the lens. Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts. Lanky, weather-worn, you know this to be the star of Pericarnassus, or the Cairo. The central symbol of the Pericarnassian church, a star. Around the large wooden building you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach, and a small tent set up on the ice.
Okay. What's this other one got for me?
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty?
There was a revitalization project in 49. A design studio tried restoring Martinez to its pre-war glory. They got as far as the street lamps and the statue on that intersection. Then something went sour. I suspect that something was Everard Clare, the union leader. He muscled them out. That's odd. I could swear you were a police officer.
Yeah, I'll pay.
Your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk, the ring of metal, the curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry, different blues and greens. The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out. Really? I don't have the
Oh, this is okay. Wait, let's go back and get the drink first. Here?
This Postlovantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized. There is a hollow, saddened ring as you kick the Levant. Your toe has suffered damage. It hurts.
Cool. You really showed.
He does not actually think it's cool. If anything, the lieutenant feels sorry for the poor box. He's leaning in to inspect the layers of graffito that deface it.
I don't. Let's go.
But this is cool. Because it's the opposite of the uncool thing.
The mail collection box has no faith in your psychopathic manipulation.
Isn't there a thingy somewhere around here that was going to give me, like, alcohol, but I could have sworn it was around here.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Oh, God.
Silence. No one answers the doorbell. An off-key melody starts playing after you
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your...
She thinks you're the gremlin child. What would he say to this?
Wait, no, isn't this the mom of Annette? I actually want to talk to her.
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore, so I can't help you. Please don't...
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead. You ring the doorbell. What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair. All you hear is static, but you ring the doorbell. But you wait for a minute or two. But looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
she sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. Her receiver must not be working properly.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
Okay.
Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it.
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Oh my god, what have I stepped into here?
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When
It's so nice. It's so nice.
she sounds like she's about to cry. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay. Another seagull passes by.
It must have been some kind of faulty wiring. We should maybe stop playing with this doorbell. It looks ancient.
Is it a ghost?
You press the number sign on the keypad. Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident. No. Hold on. The last thing you need in your life. Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. Silence. No one answers your call. This button looks new, but...
This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
What the hell's this bag for? Down here, maybe? Sorry, not the bag, the alcohol. There's alcohol that said I needed a bag. Oh, it must be gone now. Where should we go? Let's keep going up this way.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building. You have no clue. It's just a wall. So many walls all over Martinez. Weather-worn, cracked.
It's kind of fun that it's like now every time I level that up, I can come back and give it a slightly better go. Oh, hello.
Are you trying to sneak up on me?
Logic error. She is not sleeping right now.
Pig's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out. Don't get fucking clever with me, pig.
Oh. Oh, now this is fashion. Oh, wait, I can just leave it. Oh, yes. I love this game. Oh, okay. Well, this is a surprisingly dead end. Talk to you from down here?
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esper.
The streets will not flow red with anything.
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C. Had a battery of tests just last week. I'm practically a patchwork of interesting critters.
A brush, an artist. The red splatter is urban expressionism.
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in.
Actually, there is a shortage.
Yeah,
of
she's
people
great.
who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko. Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Have you ever tried your hand at graffiti-o? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cards. And my name's not Mona, so... This place is severely lacking in havoc. I thought I'd mix it up. You know, summon the forces of... Yeah? Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me.
She means the opposite. She nods disdainfully toward the woman performing maintenance on the boat docked next to the pier. Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
Is that her mum?
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershore. Its moneyed residents used to posh restaurants.
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
Oh god, I'm the kid of tears going to talk to Alexander.
Good idea, piggies. Run along. Watch your back, ungulate.
Oh, no. Ah.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM. Beaton, my maiden name. I meant you, the Revachol Citizens Militia, the police. I'm glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter?
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
Well, okay, Kim, let's not.
There's a trace of irony in his voice.
Yeah, okay, good.
Mischief, even. This is a tactic. It happens quicker than a shooting star. But did the lieutenant just wink at you?
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
Isn't it?
Look at that lady. Take a gander, a well-kempt, yet tastefully short bob of dark hair, dispositively statuesque, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes. Red. These are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem to say everything is possible, within reason. Now look at you, you misery-clad simian, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are you're poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too. You think your little communism protects you from this feeling?
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask. Why, yes I am. Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around? I mean, we are on Le Caillou, are we not?
Technically,
Okay.
the neighboring Ozone and Fas Alamer island groups are archipelagos, while La Caillou, by contrast, is a single fertile landmass, the fourth largest island in the world. It is not an archipelago.
Okay, if you want to get technical, the point is we're all on islands here, and sail is still the most expedient way to get from one island to another, especially when you're in a hurry to resolve a strike. I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as... It's for crossing long distances in a greater...
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around. Before you do, it would be pertinent to ask other questions. Gather more info on this boat of her.
Oh my, the E word. You mean to say that it's a symbol of conspicuous consumption?
Yes.
That I'm a member of the ruling class?
Detective, may I remind you that Mrs. Messier is a professional negotiator.
Then what does that say? Does it say docking reserved 33A? This old proletarian haunt here? As I said, plenty of people drive boats of all social strata.
Damn it.
She takes a sip.
Okay. Of course.
Nothing happens for quite a while.
As they do.
The thoughts happen inside his brain.
It doesn't.
My, it's as if there's a tiny...
Except he isn't.
No worries. We can just go back to discussing my fast, large, interminably middle-class boat. The boat? No. It is called Cor de Lady 19 because that's the type of sloop it is. It's a pleasure craft. A 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. My sloop? I like it a lot.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Shut up, Kim.
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified...
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat. Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act, a law that says she doesn't need a license. Sly fox.
Good. What we do? I'm afraid I...
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration.
Okay.
The Wild
big
Pines
bad
group
evil
is
corp.
one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes, Saint-Baptiste, Lum, an unknown entity known as Brightest Star.
Why, thank you. I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue. 20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments. A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility. They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's you know more than you let on. Certainly it helped, but most of the original Indo tribes have failed or been absorbed. To survive, Wild Pines had to grow and adapt. No suzerain did that. You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo? We built this district.
We. There it is. She owns up to it.
All the best parts of it. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, with its bastions, the plazas Meteor and Mosaic, even some of the old street lamps have been put back thanks to the investments from the WP. Before Martinez was swallowed by the industrial harbour, even before it was part of Revachol, long before Terminal B, a company getaway, for a weekend or a summer holiday. Then came the revolution.
Okay.
But that's another matter. I'm here to make sure the Pines can fulfill their responsibilities to the place they built.
I am sorry.
Oh,
It just doesn't
brutal.
come out of your mouth. What does is surprisingly eloquent, really. The last one, not the first three. Those are ape speak.
Okay.
My. Why'd you say that? That's garbage. You're a police officer. Of course. Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets. First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Aliments. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus. Good luck is only kept in place by the vested interests of half.
What the ma'am means is that the Emergencies Act and the RC...
You'd be shooting yourself in the foot, in other words.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about... I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice...
No way. She's more. She can make decisions.
Yeah.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations.
Wait. She just admitted that the lynching and the strike are connected.
Yeah.
Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking the gates. Yes, I believe there is a connection. But that's a subject for later. What can I say? The union employs a giant covered in tattoos. A racist giant. I guess that's part of their big tent organization now. Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February.
Okay.
The bay was still partially frozen then.
So we're in early
I prefer
March.
to do these things on site.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical
Oh,
plan.
God, how ridiculous.
This time their demands are more... I guess you could...
Ludicrous, even. It's meant.
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What do they... Every worker, a member of the board.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
Yeah.
In its defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff compared to every worker, a member of the board. Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal.
Okay.
Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees. They're having a blast. But how can they afford it? After 4 months, my assumption was they would prefer a more practical solution. I'm not sure. Naturally, I assumed that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a... And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rag...
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this?
I first heard it from the boyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
This checks out.
Mr. Clare told him to... Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
Morning, Bob.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the in... Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood. He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemable... Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also... It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office,
Oh my
they've
God.
embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues. The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened.
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect...
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is... Of course, officer. I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Ooh, suspicious.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running it.
This forewoman, her name?
Sadly, the company records do not even give a name. She's just forewoman in private correspondence, Holly. I don't even know if it's a sir or given name, and I don't have access to the union's files. Indeed. The company's... The point of the presentation is, these kind...
Thank you for your concern, ma'am.
Of course. How else can I help? Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am.
Oh no,
You should
fuck.
have
Oh
introduced
no.
yourselves.
I lied
I
about
am
having my
Lieutenant
badge.
Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41.
He looks at you expectantly. Then it dawns on him.
How curious. Why is that, detective?
'Twas stolen by some artist, surely. Best to pin the blame on them. Everyone knows
See
you
ya.
can't trust artists.
I'll probably be wrapping up in about 5 minutes, so you won't miss much.
You mean someone stole your badge? I don't, in fact. I'm afraid what I need to tell you is wholly unrelated to art. I really need...
Unbelievable, sire. Even the performance artists didn't work.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode? Oh dear. I suppose...
She must have been suspecting something for a while now.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
I mean, am I though? Like,
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
okay, give it a shot.
Feelings
Nope.
will guide the way.
Oh,
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming this situation. I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible.
She's silent. The wind flaps the sail above her.
Officer. You know, I don't mean to sound cold, but if you want something, you have to give something back. More than just guilt.
You're doing it. Despite your own best efforts, you're still...
I'll be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to... The Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbor. It's an open secret in Martinez. Or you can find your...
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Hey. Psst. Psst. Hey, yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again. Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building good? We need tender men like you building gargantuan communism. Word on the street is it's going to be 10,000 times larger. You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. Funky style, very funky. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder, or do we get right down to it? Failure. It's about failure. Of course you do. You are failure. You alone. Against every living thing. Against that. Now get to work. Oh yeah. Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready. Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking.
hell yeah.
Inexplicable feminist agenda.
I thought we already had that one.
There is something
Oh,
you need to see, sir. We found the remnants of an ancient artifact lodged in your hypothalamus. It is a cylindrical object, piss-weathered and smelling of liquor. The paint is peeling off, but you can clearly make out the letters Revolutionary Feminist Agenda on the hull. It appears that...
Yeah.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective. Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance and, not volunteer it. This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. No, if there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done and demand for her information on the lynching. Oh, that would be fantastic. But at the time, the world...
The situation might have changed drastically.
You could request a new one from us.
You're back. Good. It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samaran Isola into
Ingredients for what?
meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from... Yes. After they clear the term...
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, man.
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no, As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients, yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union.
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
Ah.
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the...
How convenient that they're stranded like beached whales at that roundabout.
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you. No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the trade committee, they'll have thousands of liters of raw ingredients will pour onto the street.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a we did.
God, this scene
on
keeps
more than one
going.
occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union Salage.
Well, how do you think they're financing this strike?
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the...
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to jam. The two might...
Or not. Though, if you have...
As eager as I am to share it, yes? Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
Voila.
Yes.
You're doing it.
Yes! Third time's the charm, baby.
Why, yes, I am rich. How much money do you need? Hopefully not too much.
She's surprisingly nonchalant about this.
That's a good sum. Not too small, not fantastically large.
She removes a few notes. And
Yes!
the paper
Yes!
is cold and oily to the touch. There must be about 200 real in that zip bag. Maybe.
So, I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer. It may not be technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but still.
You're right, ma'am, that donations are permitted under the Emergency Act, unseemly as it may be, as long as they're properly looked.
Which he most certainly will do. Now, how else can I help the RCM today? Of course, Detective.
Okay. Okay, y'all, that'll about do me for today. Thanks to everyone who stopped by. See you all in 2 days.